everyone, and welcome to the RS Technical Solutions Tech Talk. I'm your host, Miguel Godino from RS Americas, and today we're going to be discussing 3M's renewable energy and key electrical products. So for today, we do have two special guests from 3M, one in person and one virtually. So why don't you both go ahead and introduce yourselves to our viewers?
Yeah, absolutely. I'm Tom Henry. I'm the Key Account Manager for our Renewable Energy Group covering North America. I really cover our key products in wind and solar. And today I'll really be covering the solutions we have in the operation and maintenance portfolio of the wind market.
My name is Will Lee. I'm an application development engineer with Electrical Markets Division based in Austin, Texas. Today I'm going to cover our OEM tape and liquid resin portfolio.
All right, well, thank you for that. I'm really happy to have you both here. So to start off, Tom, I know you cover the renewable energy products. So can you let us know what 3M is doing for renewable energy?
Yeah, absolutely. And specifically for the wind market, we're leveraging our key competencies and things that we're doing really well in other areas and leveraging that same expertise and putting it towards the wind market. So we're working with our customers to provide reliable and more efficient wind turbines so they can have wind turbines that last longer out in the market and they get more out of their everyday use. And really what we're seeing in the wind market and what we're trying to provide is, currently there's 50,000 plus utility scale wind turbines across the United States and the Canadian territories. And we're seeing that there's a demand for more maintenance and repair as these wind turbines spend time out in the field and continue to age. And these wind turbines are continuing to get larger and larger. And as you can imagine, as they get larger, there's more and more maintenance that's needed. And we're seeing here in the near future that there may be more money spent on the maintenance of the turbines that are already out in the field versus bringing new wind turbines into the field.
That is great to hear all the things that 3M is investing in the renewable energy space. So what are some of the problems facing renewable energy and how is 3M solving them?
Yeah, absolutely. And as you can see on this slide here, this is one of the key areas that we've developed product for and are currently out in the market. As you can imagine, as wind turbines spend time out in the field, they're exposed to rain, snow, and all sorts of different erosion. And as these blades spend time out in the field spinning, the leading edge of these blades are exposed to that. And as you can see, there's some fairly big erosion that can happen at the leading edge of those blades. And this erosion can cause issues for efficiency. And as these damages continue to occur, it can cause more critical failures for the wind turbines themselves. So 3M, we've developed a different set of products that provides a solution to this to extend the life of those wind blades, as well as improve the efficiency and smooth out the area of that critical leading edge. And the first product that we have is our Wind Protection Tape 2.1. And this is a tape that can be cut to different widths, usually around 10 inches, and is applied to that leading edge as a smooth surface and also a protection against erosion. It's very weather resistant and is easier to apply than some of our previous versions. It's an improvement we made. And it's also very conformable, as you can imagine with that leading edge. There's some challenges, applying around that leading edge. So this is easier to apply and also has an improved aesthetic, with the wind blade itself to make it look as good as new as possible. And along with this wind protection tape, we also have an adhesion promoter that you can apply on the wind blade itself prior to applying the wind protection tape. And this really helps with just the adhesion of the blade, because if there is an adhesion failure or something like that, it can cause a failure for the tape and cause major issues. So if you're applying in cold weather climates or just want to ensure that you really have the strong adhesion to the blade, this is a product that'll be really critical to that. And prior to applying the wind protection tape, we also have an epoxy filler. You can see some of the pictures there, but also in the pictures I showed in the previous slide, there's some pretty large damages that can occur. And this two-part epoxy filler fills in those spaces and is able to, kind of reshape the blade to its previous form. And after about 30 minutes of cure time, you're able to sand this down and able to, get that blade back to the similar shape that it was before. And then along with that, we also have our edge sealant that, after the wind tape is applied, this is just an extra barrier as a two-part epoxy similar to the epoxy filler that's applied on the edge of the tape just to ensure that no rain or other particles get underneath the tape. Because if there is, different particles or moisture that gets underneath that tape, it can cause bubbling or different issues and cause failures that can be a major issue. And along with these products, we also have a variety of brochures and line cards available for our customers. And we also have an application guide, an application instruction video from one of our experts. And this is really critical because the correct application of the wind protection tape in the suite of products is really critical to the performance. So these, along with our expertise internally, should be enough for our customers to properly use our solutions.
Yeah. Well, that's a lot of great information for our viewers, and also really good point outs to resources for them to check out in the future. So really happy to hear that 3M keeps finding ways to solve problems in the renewable energy space. Now, Will, I know you cover tapes and resins, so can you let us know what key areas these products cover?
Yeah, so most of our products in the OEM tape and resins are designed around the industrial customer and the end users. On the OEM resins, I typically cover the liquid resins. We do have a harder component to that also, which, if needed down the road, we can definitely pull you guys in or pull our colleague in and help you there. But, from an OEM resin standpoint, we have a broad portfolio, approximately 20 products in there that are either room temperature, oven cure, different fillers, no filler, or have some fill content. They may be even thixotropic or paste, kind of think of a peanut butter consistency. Different degrees of flexibility, whether you want a rigid resin or semi-flexible or flexible, and then also multiple temperature classes, 130, 155, depending on the product. A lot of these products are used in potting applications. They are all electrical grade, so you can feel confident that you're getting a product that is going to be electrical versus industrial in nature.
Okay.
And then on the OEM tape, we have about 75 products across the insulating and conductive portfolio of tapes. So we have, again, and both of these portfolios, whether they be OEM resin or tapes, we have a brochure that have active links in there. The OEM resin, let me just take a step back. The OEM resin has a real good selection criteria or a process that's captured in that brochure. So customers can look at that, determine what they kind of need, the volumes that they have. Same thing with the OEM tape brochure. It breaks it down into the different classes, whether it be an insulating tape. We have glass cloth, we have polyester, polyimide, we have paper tapes, acetate. We have conductive products that consist of copper and aluminum foils, whether they be with a conductive adhesive, non-conductive adhesive. Some of our products in that portfolio on the conductive side are also embossed. Again, those tapes are typically geared towards industrial, but I will say that over the course of the last 3 to 5 years, we've seen an increase in the automotive, the EV sector. So we're seeing some of those products migrate into that versus industrial in nature also. So, reach out as you need, work with your RS individuals and myself if you need. My job is to provide you with solutions to help, your customers.
Yeah. Well, thank you, Will, for that information, and thank you for both of you. A lot of great information that you were able to provide to our viewers and give us a good idea of what 3M's role is in the renewable energy sector. Now, that clears up all the questions I had for both of you today. But before we sign off, any final thoughts from any of you about that you want to share with us?
Yeah, absolutely. I hope you all found some of the content we had today valuable. And moving forward, as questions occur, please feel free to reach out to your RS individual or work with us.
Of course. Well, any final thoughts?
I'd expand on that too, and then work with your RS, and hopefully, if it leads to bringing it back to myself, and I can also engage with your customers and your RS reps to help come up with solutions.
Well, I want to thank both of you for your time here today and going over 3M's role in the renewable energy space and key electrical products. And we hope that engages our view. Sorry, I messed up on that. Well, I want to thank you for. Yeah.
Acknowledge after he's spoken.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Thank you, Will. Okay.
Say thank you, Will.
You're right. Well, thank you, Will, for that, and thank you, Tom, also for your final thoughts on this. And I want to thank both of you for your time here today on going over 3M's role in the renewable energy space and key electrical products. And we hope that makes our viewers explore more about 3M's products. And to our viewers, thank you for watching. Remember to check out RS and 3M for your future renewable energy applications. And we'll go ahead and catch you next time on the RS Technical Solutions Tech Talk, okay? Thank you.